Happy week 10, ladies, and we are on our final 2 weeks of our class. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely got the cold recently, so I appreciate your patience on grading, but we are all good to go. I have everything up to date except your rough draft, so I will get those to you with some detailed notes for our final signature assignment, which is due this week with no discussion board. I just want to say, the last 2 weeks of the discussion board from all of you have been really detailed, really advanced. We've been able to dialogue back and forth. So, really grateful for those discussion boards and just getting to apply our readings kind of to a platform to just discuss further. And all of us had very different outcomes. So, I really enjoyed reading those and good job responding to your peers. We're going to get those rough drafts graded, and you guys are off to have a little bit of a reading and finishing your final drafts for the due date. When it comes to week 11, we will have any editing that needs to be done, final grades due, and our last discussion board. Just remember for week 11 that our discussion boards and responses are due Thursday for the discussion and Friday for the response, so I can submit to CUI your final grades. All of you are doing so well. This is a class about learning and evolving and taking new ideas and hopefully stealing from each other. And I mean that in the best way possible. I think some of my best practices have been from just going to someone else's practice and seeing how they utilize the drill, how they explain the drill, how they demo the drill. I'll never forget, I decided to coach boys season one year and I assisted varsity just because I needed a break from being the varsity girls coach and I wanted to go back to assisting and just be a leader in a different capacity. And it was so much fun. The head coach, Taylor, who coaches at Stanford volleyball now, he played at Penn State. And as you guys know, Penn State had like a huge era in men's volleyball for collegiate volleyball. And so he just had so many fun and interesting ways of picking teams and connecting with big boys and just little tiny tips and tricks that I took the following year to my varsity program. And I just remember being re-motivated and stealing some drills and seeing how you can manipulate those and make them your own and kind of dial them down, dial them up. So loved that experience. And I love that this class gets us to do that and gets us thinking about all three parts of the game, which is indoor men and women's, boys, girls, and sand. And for me, I do feel sand is very similar for both genders, men's and women's volleyball alike. I think that's very similar on the sand and a lot of technical skill. Obviously, physicality comes to it, and you just work with your physicality. But yeah, indoor for men and women, I see the game from like an artistic standpoint very differently, and I feel like girls specifically girls, like I could watch like a minute and 17 second super long rally and it's so much defense and so much grinding. And then you go watch the boys and it's power and it's finesse and it's controlling that power. So both, it's the same game, but I really liked hearing your guys' similarities and differences. So this is what this class is all about. And I think you guys have really utilized it and been sponges and absorbed it. So I'm so proud of you guys. We got 2 weeks left and we're going to hit the ground running and get those final assignments in. I will grade those after Easter. So you will know next week before your discussion boards due what your kind of overall GPA is. And then we'll finish that last discussion and you will be done for this spring quarter. Okay, you guys have a wonderful week. Happy Easter. Blessings to you. And we will talk soon.